Hello,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm A-
Adrian.
hmm,
Yeah, and my name is Jaffer, and I'm from Morocco.
Jaffa, sure, cool. Nice to meet you. Okay, so
Yeah,
and
nice to meet you.
where are you from?
From Morocco.
Morocco. Oh, okay, sure. Yep,
Yeah.
nice.
But what
I'm
about you? You're
from
from
hmm,
England?
no,
No?
I'm from Australia.
Ah, okay. Sometimes I
Yeah.
confuse between England flag. No, not
Oh,
same. I think New Zealand. No. Sorry. Got me
okay. That's
confused.
good. Oh, good. No problem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So where do you live now?
I live in Taiwan.
Taiwan. Is it in China?
Yeah. Yeah, Taiwan is just next to China. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's
Nice.
yeah. Hmm.
And how long have you been there?
I've been in Taiwan for about nearly a year now. It's been about 10 months. So, yeah, about close to 1 year. Close to 1 year.
So you didn't
Mm.
travel back because of the recent situation?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm in Taiwan because I'm a student. So
Mm-hmm.
I plan to stay here anyway.
I
But
see.
yeah, that's where I
Because
am. Yeah.
some Moroccan students, they were studying in. I know a friend who was like, he's studying in China, in the
Mm.
same city where the virus like spread it or something like that. Yes, spread. The
Yeah.
past tense of spread. We add id, spread it or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. You could say whether the virus broke out.
Yeah, broke out. Yeah,
Broke out. Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
He was studying there in a university, but when that happened, they
Mm.
they sent them back to Morocco, travel back
Oh,
to
I see.
Morocco,
Oh, okay.
and they continued their studies just online. Maybe later on they will travel back again to China and continue.
Oh, okay, sure. Cool. So they got out just in time.
Yeah,
That's good. Cool. Yeah, I had a friend also in the same place in Wuhan, the same place where the
Wuhan.
virus
Yeah,
broke out.
Wuhan. I forgot the name of
And
the city. Okay.
yeah, he went there just as the virus broke out, and
Mm-hmm.
so that yeah they packed their bags and went and came straight back to Taiwan. So that they also left just in time.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
it
scary
it
times.
was it was safe in Taiwan then.
Yeah, it was fairly safe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it still is fairly safe. Um, I think Taiwan they reacted pretty quickly and they prepared for it pretty
Mm-hmm.
quickly. Like for example, everyone wears face masks in Taiwan.
Yeah, I see.
Everyone's
Okay.
always washing their hands. Things like that. Yeah, I guess they're just really prepared.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's nice. Yeah, cool.
Mm.
And you're studying in a university there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'm learning Chinese.
Oh,
Mm,
Chinese. It must be hard.
yeah, it is hard, but I do enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what got you into Chinese? Why Chinese?
Mainly because I just wanted to learn a second language, and
Mm-hmm.
like being from Australia, most Australians can only speak English, so I think it's pretty valuable, to be able to speak a second language. And also, I made lots of friends from China and Taiwan, so I guess they kind of influenced me to learn Chinese.
Yeah, I see.
And yeah,
Because
and also,
most of like English speakers, native speakers, they choose to learn Spanish as a second
mm,
language. A
yeah,
lot of
yeah, I
teachers
know.
that I talk to, most of them
Mm,
talk, are able to talk Spanish as a second language.
yeah, they do tend to choose like European languages where it's a bit easier to learn.
Mhm.
Yeah, because the grammar might be similar or the
Yeah,
pronunciation might be kind of similar. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes even the
How,
vocabulary.
mm, mm. How about yourself? Are you also a student?
No, I'm not a student. I'm kind of student, but not. I just, before this situation, now we stopped. I applied for my professional license. So I was
Okay.
studying at university just at the end of the week, so in weekends, just
Yep.
to get another diploma to add it to mine. And I'm working as a designer in a studies office.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like that.
Okay, sure. So, what interests you about design? That type of job. What interests you about that type of work?
Well, I don't know. So I would say that life got me there.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's okay.
so I didn't have
Yep.
like a plan that I want to be like designer and do this kind of job. But yeah, it happened and I'm here.
Sure. Okay. Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of similar with me. I'm not a designer. I'm like an English tutor, English teacher, and
Mhm.
also I also had no plans to be a teacher. Being in
Yeah.
Taiwan, I found it quite hard to find a job, and I realized that for most foreigners, it's easier to find a teaching job compared to any other type of job. So I kind of didn't have a choice. So yeah, here I am, just trying my best,
Yeah,
seeing
that's
how I
cool.
go, and
And
yeah.
are you like teaching in in real life, maybe in a school, or just online here?
I do teach face to face as well, like private tutoring, but I don't teach at a school. I like to try, like maybe because I know there are lots of
Yeah, maybe you need a certificate or something.
yeah, I do. It's not like a degree or anything like that, but it is like a TEFL certificate.
So
I'm not sure if you heard of that, TEFL.
okay, yeah, TEFL. So that certificate, in any English speaker can apply for it. You don't need to go to a university or something like that.
I know there are
Just need to
lots
pass
online
the
as
test.
well. Yeah. They're not quite hard to do as long as you can pay for it and you understand like the majority of the contents and everything like that. Even if you're a non-native speaker, yeah, you can also do it as long as your English is at a reasonably high level. I think it's good for
So
anyone,
I don't
really.
need to go to university and study about English to get that certificate. You never
to get
know
that certificate, not really. Yeah, you don't need to have anything, I guess. Even just the certificate itself, is better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, because I'm not like a qualified teacher, so and that certificate is all I have. But that was enough to get some jobs. So
yeah, especially in foreign countries like Taiwan, like China, they need a lot. They need English teachers, especially natives. So there, I think it's quite easy to have a job, teaching.
Yeah, and I guess for like applying for schools, like high schools or primary schools, I guess the requirements would be a bit higher. So yeah, that's okay.
You need to be a qualified teacher because
yeah,
government work. You work with the government, not with a private school.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
so
maybe it's the same here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
I don't know. For me, practicing English is one of my hobbies. Listening to podcasts and sometimes music. Recently, I went back to the gym because finally they opened. They are back to business. So I signed up. Can I say that?
Signed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I signed up, and now I'm I'm trying to go and train so I can build up a good shape. And what else? Yeah, that's all I think. I don't have something special that I'm like doing. I used to play sport, back in time, but to play soccer, not sport, But
yeah.
right now I don't have like friends who are around me who share the same interest. So I didn't play for like 1 year or 2 years. Yeah. What about
Okay.
you?
Cool. Yeah, in my free time, I also like to practice languages. Like I like to work on my Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I also like to listen to podcasts and listen to some music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing my Chinese probably isn't as good as your English, but
I don't know about that.
but yeah,
Maybe you should ask a Chinese speaker to judge.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I like to do. I've recently started to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like something I thought I'd just try and see how I go.
Yeah. Are you doing
Apart from
like
that,
Chinese and Japanese at the same time? I don't think it's a good idea.
well, as long as one is better than the other, it's
Mm-hmm.
doable. So my Chinese is certainly much higher than my Japanese. Like I can read a bit in Chinese. I can speak quite well in Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Japanese, of course, it'll be hard, but because I have
Yeah.
some knowledge of the characters, I think that would
The
be
kanji or
beneficial
something like
to. Yeah, in Japanese it's kanji.
that.
Yeah, kanji, I think.
Isn't it similar
And
to Chinese characters? You have some similarities, I think.
yeah, they are similar. Yeah, just like different pronunciation, and I think some of the characters' meaning are the same. So I guess that can be quite helpful to learn.
Yeah, I've heard some people say like there's Chinese and there is Mandarin Chinese. Are those two languages different to each other?
Yeah, well, actually, Chinese there are a few different dialects. Yeah, but Mandarin is probably the most common one. Yeah, Mandarin is spoken in Taiwan, all throughout
Yeah.
China, and there's Cantonese as well. Cantonese is spoken in Hong Kong. I think like every area has their own dialect, but I think Mandarin is like the most common. Mandarin is like English. English is
Yeah.
everywhere. So
Yeah, when I looked at like the top difficult languages to learn worldwide, I found Mandarin. It's the first language. Then the name is Mandarin, not Chinese. So I searched and I found that they are like different. There is some difference between the two languages. Maybe dialects. You can call them dialects.
yeah, dialects.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about a guy on YouTube. His name is Matt versus Japan.
I've heard of that. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen videos. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
he learned Japanese and now he's learning Chinese. And maybe it can help you because sometimes he's sharing some videos about his journey to learn Chinese. And he's very fluent in Japanese.
Okay. Sure,
Yeah.
thanks. I'll certainly check that out.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And how, your routine, how is it like? For example, are you like doing Chinese every day?
Yeah, I like to have some type of exposure every day. I like to watch TV shows. Like to practice my listening and like reading subtitles to practice my speed reading.
Yeah.
And I like to hang out with my friends as well. I like to talk face to face as much as I can. I think that's probably the best way, really, is to just to talk to people. So yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. And
yeah,
I don't know if Chinese, because if you are learning Japanese, you'll find a lot of like anime that you can watch and learn at the same time. I don't know if China has something similar to that, like, and anime, Chinese anime.
Yeah, I think they do, but I think most of it is Japanese, but they've just redialed it and used like Mandarin as the audio.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Attack on Titan. I'm not sure if you know that.
Titan, yeah.
Attack on Titan. There are quite a few versions. There's English, Japanese, obviously, and Chinese. So yeah, I guess there are lots of
Yeah, they might be so
various
helpful
types. Yeah.
if you want to learn. Like maybe the language is maybe intermediate level, because I don't know, in an anime they're not using like complex words.
Yeah, and they speak really fast as well. So
yeah, but you can repeat the episode like more than one time.
Replay again. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's really helpful.
Cool. Okay. Do you play any sports? I think you said you played soccer before. Is that
I used to play soccer, but right now I'm just going to gym and train a little bit, and that's all. I'm not, but if I have a chance to play soccer if they are like my friends, or if they are planning to play a game and they call me, and I'll just go to play. And I don't know if I'm gonna like play as well as I used to, but I'll try. Maybe I still have some skills that I can apply in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for fun. Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it in Taiwan right now?
Over here it is 7:45 a.m. 7:45 in the morning.
7.
By the way, where are you right now? Are you in Morocco or?
Yes, I'm in Morocco. Born here and I'm still living here.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Morocco? It's almost 1 a.m. so it's midnight 45. Can we say that?
Midnight. Okay, midnight. Okay, sure. So 12 o'clock at night, or 12 in the morning is also fine. Okay, sure. Yeah, I heard Morocco. Is that a part of Africa? Is that like Northern Africa?
Yeah, Northern Africa. Yeah.
Cool. And do they speak Arabic as their native language? Is it Arabic?
Not standard Arabic, but
okay, sure.
It's a dialect. The name of our language is Moroccan Darija.
Moroccan Darija. Okay, sure.
It has some similarities, like in the standard Arabic, but for someone who is living in Saudi Arabia or maybe in another Arabic country, it's hard for them to understand our dialect.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, sometimes we need to to go slowly and maybe try to speak their dialect just for them to be able to understand us.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
There is no Arabic country that speaks the standard Arabic. We just they just teach it in schools, and they use it to write books and the news and TV and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But actually in the Arabic countries you'll find dialects, different dialects. Each country has its own dialect and it's different than like the Moroccan dialect is different than the Algerian dialect. The Egyptian dialect is different than Moroccan and Algerian and so on.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, is the writing the same though? Like the Arabic, like writing, is it similar? Like with different countries?
Maybe letters are similar, but if you want to write in Arabic, we write, this in the standard Arabic. We don't use our dialect to write, maybe just to chat with each other. But, like I don't know, specific email or something like that. It's written in the using the standard Arabic. We don't
Oh,
like
okay, sure.
write in using our dialect.
Sure, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and the papers, government, I don't know, administrative papers. Can we say that?
Yeah.
If you,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
they're all like written in the standard Arabic.
Oh,
Not,
okay, sure.
yeah,
Like official documents.
yeah, official documents. And
Okay.
here we have French as a second language. Then
Okay. Interesting.
yeah,
French, yeah.
and I know a little French, not as good as English, but I know I can have some basic conversations. And yeah,
Nice.
English is the third. I don't know, because we have in our schools we get to choose like between Spanish and English as a second language, as a third language when we reach high school.
Yeah.
We get to
Okay,
choose.
sure.
In some other cities, there are other options like Italian, German, and other language. I forgot about them, but yeah,
Okay. Not bad. That's nice. Because
yeah.
like in Australia, the language classes, I guess, aren't as much. So
Mhm.
like in primary school, we can choose that. There's usually some type of language other than English.
Mhm.
But in high school, like once we reach high school, the option to choose a language sort of drops. So like
Mhm.
there's not as much opportunity to learn.
Mhm.
I mean, the classes are there, but if we don't want to learn them, then we just don't learn. And
Yeah,
I guess like Australian education is kind of lazy in that area with
yeah. Languages.
languages. Yeah, so that's okay. I'm in
Yeah,
Taiwan. That's my opinion. Yeah.
and I don't know. Are you planning to go back to Australia after you finish your studies?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll certainly go back one day. Like once I graduate, yeah, I might go back for a bit. I might go traveling around China and find some work or something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'll certainly, I'll certainly go back one day. Yeah.
yeah. Because I've heard life in Australia is good. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like most people can say it's livable.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there are job opportunities. Yeah, I guess Australia is a very multicultural place, like a very
Mm-hmm.
multi-ethnical place.
Do you have a
There are,
lot of immigrants there? I don't know, foreigner people like
yeah, yeah,
immigrated there and like, you
definitely,
know.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
quite a lot, yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, I guess
Maybe
so,
it's
yeah,
similar to the US and
very similar,
England. England
mm,
also, yeah. They have
yeah,
this kind of like multicultural vibe, something like
yeah,
that.
very internationalized country, yeah,
Yeah,
mm,
it's nice.
yeah, yeah. So there's all sorts of different types of food, and yeah. Speaking of food, what type of foods do people eat in Morocco?
I don't know. We have. I don't know so much about food. I just like to eat. But
Same.
when it comes to food, we have many like famous dishes that people know worldwide, like couscous. I don't know if you.
Oh, couscous, yeah.
Yeah, and we have. I don't know if it's spelled like that, but yeah, we have another
Yeah,
ones, but they're
I'm
not.
pretty sure it is.
Yeah, if you like travel here to Morocco, you'll find a lot of options and a lot of types of food. Each city you travel to, you find different kinds of you know dishes.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
So are there any other?
I don't know about like just I don't know how to explain to you specifically about this food, what it contains, what it's made of. So
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure.
yeah.
Cool. Have you heard of Vegemite? Vegemite? Vegemite
No.
is a popular Australian kind of like snack. So it's like a paste. So we put this Vegemite on a piece of bread or a piece of toast, and we eat it like a sandwich. And
it's like chocolate, something like that.
It looks like chocolate, but it's not chocolate. Yeah, the taste is quite salty, and the taste is quite different from chocolate. But I think like when foreigners taste it for the first time, they think it's chocolate, and they put too much on. And when they taste it, the flavor is too overpowering, and they go, "Oh, it's really salty."
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
think Vegemite.
Is it like a worldwide brand? Can you find it like in other countries?
Maybe. I think you can, but Vegemite is mainly only in Australia. Like mainly in Australia. Yeah.
I see. I don't know if I can find it here. Maybe I could try it. Yeah, Vegemite.
I think in America they eat Marmite. I think it's kind of similar. Marmite. Yeah.
Yeah, Marmite. It's similar. Even the container.
Yeah. And also with Vegemite, we often use Vegemite as an ingredient in dishes. Like we can use it in pizza.
I see.
We can use it to marinate chicken as well, like a nice flavor to the chicken. Yeah.
So it's like an ingredient that you can use it also while cooking.
Yeah.
That special, taste of it.
Yeah.
Your food.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And for us, we have I don't know if we have something similar to that, but mostly, we just import this kind.
Import.
Import from Spain or maybe France. This kind of like products. We have, local made products, but they are not like famous as, the imported ones, because the imported ones are like big companies, and they have like, I don't know, money to do the marketing to their products. That's why you can, the share ads on TV, so people watch it and they go and buy it. But for the local brands similar to that, they are not, they don't have as much money, so they are not like.
Okay, sure. All right.
We have.
I guess Australia also has lots of imported products, all sorts. Yeah, but I think if you go to Australia on a holiday, I recommend you try Vegemite, and also try pavlova as well.
Pavlova.
Pavlova. It's a type of dessert in Australia. Pavlova.
Pavlova.
Yeah.
Pavlova.
I think we're kind of running out of time. We only have like 26 seconds left.
20 seconds. Yeah. So thank you so much, and I enjoyed talking to you.
Cool. Yeah, it was very nice to meet you, Jafar.
Yeah.
And, Jafar, sorry.
Jafar, yeah.
Jafar, cool.
Yeah. So have a good time, and yeah. Bye bye.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care.
Have a nice day.